Aloha and welcome to Mana Inspiration with yours truly, Note Endurance. And like always, we're going to have our scripture. And this week's scripture is going to be in Titus 2, verse 7, which states, "Show yourself in all respects to be a model of good works, and in your teaching show integrity and dignity." Now, that led me, reading that scripture, to this question: what do people see when they see you? Or what do people see when nobody's around? Or what are you doing when nobody's around? Are you showing that integrity or that dignity? I heard this from Pastor Bowen. It says, when you squeeze something, what comes out? If a lemon is squeezed, you get lemonade. Now, if you squeeze an orange, you end up getting orange juice. Now, he also says if you squeeze a Christian, then you should get out. I would like to make it Jesus juice. Well, you should get out Jesus out of a Christian. In those tight predicament when no one's looking, what are you doing? Are you holding that integrity? You know, when you think no one's looking, there's always someone watching. I know that for a fact. Now, it's not what you do when people are watching you, it's what you do when no one is watching. It's how you treat others when no one's watching, it's how you treat yourself. Now, I heard this from Zig Ziglar, and it says integrity gives you the real freedom because you have nothing to fear. Since you have nothing to hide, I think that's 100% true. You have nothing to fear since you have nothing to hide. He also said the most important persuasion tool that you have here in your entire arsenal is integrity. I think by you having that integrity, that dignity, that showing your model of what you're doing, you tend to draw others to you because they know your word will not change and you're coming from your heart and you're honest. Now, speaking of honesty, I want to talk about this story I heard of the contractor. Now, this contractor, he was building homes for years. Talk about 30 plus years. It was coming down to the end of his years of basically his contract with his buddy that he started buying and flipping homes. Now, his partner would buy it, he would come in and do the best quality work, which they would entail flip the home and get money and share the profits. Now, it was coming down to his very last home. He decided, because it was his very last home and he was going to retire, that instead of getting the quality, he decided to go the other route and get the quantity. Now, in everything, I'm talking about from the nails to the wood to the concrete to basically everything structurally sound with the house. What he normally did with integrity, he used the best quality of things. Towards his last house, it kind of slipped as he let it go into basically finding an easier way to do it since it was his last house. Now, on the roundup of basically he finished, him and his partner would go and basically he would give the keys to his partner. Job well done. They flip the house. They both get paid. Now, on this one, the business partner said, "You have been loyal with me for years. And because of that loyalty, the very last home that we built together, I want to give to you." Now, what do you think that contractor was thinking? Is that integrity started coming into his head on what he should have done, what he could have done, what he originally would always do, but just because he decided not to, it ended up biting him in the butt. Now, what are you doing when no one's looking? Are you the same when you're alone? Or do you hold yourself accountable when no one's watching? Always remember, when no one's watching, there's always somebody watching. Just like Monsters Incorporated, always watching. And I think that's 100% correct. And that's why we hold ourselves to those standards and be a model of good works and showing integrity and dignity. Now, I challenge you this week. What are you, I would say, not keeping your promise to, or holding the integrity for? To keep your spirits. They always say is one missed mistake is a stain on your character. Now, we don't want to stain on our character. We want to build and grow from our character and have that integrity, just like Titus 2:7 says. But I love you guys. You have a blessed week. And again, I challenge you. What are you doing when no one's looking? Aloha, salute to the troops. You guys have a blessed week. Thank you.